Hi Flosstube, my name is Laura and welcome to my channel Loves Rubber Stamps and Needle Crafts. Today is Wednesday, November 17th of 2021 and I am here today to hopefully film two special edition floss tubes for you. The first one, which this video will be all about, is when Mom and I got to attend the Farm Girl Gatherings retreat in Amana, Iowa. That was held October 14th through the 17th, and it was hosted by the amazing Michelle, who is Farm Girl Dry Goods here on YouTube. She also has a online store that she recently started called Farm Girl Dry Goods LLC, and she also has a Patreon channel which is called, I want to make sure I get it right, Farm Girl Makes Stuff on Patreon. And Michelle always does an amazing job putting on the retreats. She's very fair. If any issues or anything comes up, she's right on it. She has amazing designers and has a lot of fun things for us to do all weekend, and I just can't say enough good things about the retreat and Michelle and how she puts them on. Mom and I are so blessed that we're able to go to her retreats, and as long as she's having them, Mom and I are planning on attending every one we can. So this video is going to be all about the retreat. I'm going to go through just the projects I worked on at retreat. And then I'll talk about all this different stuff we did. I have a lot of pictures and videos and things to share with you. So it may be a little bit long. That's why I'm trying to break down this special edition video just on its own. So the other video I'm hoping to get filmed today is going to be all about, my husband and I just got back yesterday actually from Las Vegas. We had, we're a vendor for our business at the Duel in the Desert race that is out there every November. So we were out in Vegas for, it was about a week and a half or so. So while we were there, I had a new start, and I got to go to Stitcher's Paradise and also Shepherd's Bush. So I'm going to make a separate video showing what I worked on vacation, and then all the video and pictures that I took from both of those cross-stitch stores. So I'm going to do that separate. So that's the other special edition video that I'm hoping to get done today. I probably won't post both of the videos today. I'll post the Farm Girl Gatherings retreat today, and then as long as I get the other one filmed, I'll probably post that maybe Monday, Sunday or Monday to come up, just because I'm not sure if I'll have time to edit all the videos today. So we will go ahead and get started on this video, which, like I mentioned, is going to be just about the Farm Girl Gatherings retreat that Mom and I attended in October. So the first, I have my notes because I don't want to forget anything. So if I keep looking down, I'm trying to look through my notes here. So at the retreat, I only worked on two projects. I only brought two projects to work on because obviously you're talking and there's events going on and things like that. So I've learned just to bring a couple of things. So these are the two projects that I worked on at the retreat. So the first one I brought was Plum Street Harvest Keepers. And I will insert a picture of, if I can find one, where I was when you saw it last time here. This is where I got to at retreat. So I worked on the border some more, and then I was working on the little acorns and the little flowers. And this is being stitched on a 40 count Newcastle fabric called Sampler Gold, and it's from Color and Cotton. I think it's just a beautiful color. So not a whole ton of progress, but you expect that when you're at retreat because you're busy talking and doing other things. So I love my little needle minder. This was from Kate, the Queen of Starts, when she was running, she had a Facebook group where she made these really cute needle minders on, they're like wooden blocks, but she doesn't do that anymore. So this is a little autumn cat with his little pumpkin spice latte. And I keep this project in my project bag that I got from Lisa, the Kindred Stitcher. This one features really cute little squirrels and sweaters, which I thought were so adorable. And she always puts a little pretty safety pin. It's like a vintage pin with some little buttons for a zipper pull. So I love that. And then the other project that I worked on was my dog double shelf by Heaven and Earth Design. And that is what it will look like when it's finished. I'm stitching this one for my mom. And this artwork is by Randal Spangler and obviously charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, Michelle Sieta. And I'll try to insert a picture of where I was at the last time you saw it here. And here is where I'm at now. So I just worked more on filling the book in. And really at retreat, what I worked on the most is bringing this dark blue down. I needed just really simple stitching since you're talking and doing that. And I thought that was perfect because this goes all the way down. So it's a lot that I need to fill in. It's kind of the space between the books because this one slants. So, and then the dog's paw is going to be down here. I think actually right here is where his little paw starts. So it kind of cuts around. So, that's where I got to on that. And this is being stitched on a 28 count white Lugana. And I'm stitching this 1/1, which is using one thread over one square. So those were the only two projects that I worked on at retreat. Oh, I'm gonna have an avalanche. Just a second. Okay. Because like I said, you're talking a lot, you're visiting, so usually there's not a ton of stitching that goes on, so I was really happy with the stitching that I did get done. So now we'll go ahead and move on, and I'll talk about the designer. Brenda Gervais was the designer for the retreat this fall, and this is the second time that Brenda has done a retreat that Mom and I got to go to. And Brenda always just knocks it out of the park, honestly. The kits that she designs for us is just amazing. And she always, like, Brenda is very intelligent, and like I could listen to her talk all day about needlework, and she's very knowledgeable about the history of needlework, and she always puts on a fabulous and very interesting talk. So this time her talk that she gave, or her presentation that she gave to us, was all about Pennsylvania Dutch show towels. And this was the handout that she gave. And Brenda said that she had just started collecting these, and they're pretty hard to come by, I believe. So there was just they only come from a certain, like a few counties where the girls were making these. So these are actual towels that Brenda had in her collection. So back in, you know, the 1800s, things like that, a lot of young girls would stitch samplers, and you know, which is where we get the reproduction samplers and stuff from. And there was a certain group that would stitch what's called show towels, and these were pieces that the girls would make and save for when they got married to decorate their homes with. And Brenda had talked about where they found like the motifs to stitch on their towels, and like really common color scheme was red and blues. For example, like this eagle, I don't know if you can really see it on here. I believe I took a picture that I'll insert that you might be able to see it better. But this was an old farmer's almanac, and that eagle design, which you can kind of see, was on the cover. So like a lot of times they would take symbols that they would find in different things and incorporate them into their stitching. And she had talked about how, like I said, red and blue were common colors. And like this towel that she had, the whole bottom was pulled thread work. It was just absolutely beautiful. And these towels would have been made by girls that were like, she said, you know, like 10, 11 years old. And to see the stitching and the talent that these girls possessed is just amazing. So she gave a really good talk on the show towels, and then she brought all of her towels that she has in her collection and hung them up so we were able to look at them. So I will go ahead and insert pictures of the towels, the pictures that I'd taken of her towels, and also I will insert a picture of Mom and I with Brenda here. Okay, and then on Saturday night, so the retreat started on Thursday, and Thursday was mainly just you got there and we just had a stitching night. Friday night we did a Stitchy gift exchange, and then Saturday night we got our exclusive kits from Brenda, and we also did a Stitchy gift, or a stitched smalls exchange on Saturday. So it was really fun to have something to, you know, to look forward to each night. It was a lot of fun. So on Saturday, Brenda gave us our exclusive kit, and this is the box that it came in. It's called Santa Stop Here. And Brenda had said that she was very inspired by the buildings in Amana. So I don't know if you've never been to Amana. It's an Amish community, and their buildings are beautiful. They're a lot of times brick on the exterior or really pretty wood. And the neat thing about Amana is in the seasons, especially like fall, a lot of the shops will put out decorations like pumpkins and the corn, Indian corn and things like that, but it's all like cohesive. So like the whole street that you go down is just, every building is decorated, and it's really pretty. So Brenda was inspired by that to create this kit. So when you open it up, it had some really pretty tissue paper. And this is a picture of the main kit that she designed for us. It's called Santa Stop Here. And it says Candy House. That's what it means. But it's got Santa and this little snowman. They're candy canes. And this wreath is actually beads. The whites are little beads. And Brenda signed my pattern for me, which was very sweet. And in addition to the main kit, she also designed this little small pillow to go along with it. And this is super cute. But I love the, you know, the cardinals with him. And this is called Rudolph and Friends. And in our kit, it comes with the fabric and the floss and the beads. So you get everything to stitch this big one. And the floss is enough that you'll have enough floss to stitch the small, but you'll just have to get your own fabric for that one. But just look at those colors. So pretty. And then in the kit, there was also this little, the Santa is a needle minder. And this is just a wooden ho-ho-ho that you can use to decorate, or you can put a magnet on there and turn it into a needle minder if you want to also. And then we also got this really pretty floss thread keep that has the matching little snowman. It's so pretty. So that's what came in our kit. And like I said, I think this kit is so pretty. And I will, here in just a few minutes, I will insert some pictures that I took of the model stitched up. And also, I forgot to share, oops, I was trying to close my box here. Brenda also, to go along with her show towels piece, this is hard to get out, and I'm really sorry about the crinkling. There we go. So, we got this little bag, and it had this, it was wrapped with this really pretty, stamped image. Like, isn't that really pretty? And Brenda had made us a little card that had needles in it, like a little needle keep, and it had this really pretty sentiment in here that was from I think she said one of the, like on a towel or reproduction sampler. But it says, "Cloth is my acre on which I sow so beautifully and diligently. The needle is my plow with which I sow so beautifully and skillfully. Silk is my seed with which I sow my name." And it was Magdalena Laubach, and that was from 1791. But that was really cute. So we got the needle, and then she made us, she gave us this pattern of just little smalls that you could make, and they were inspired by her Pennsylvania Dutch towels. And so I took a picture of her stitched models for this too. So that was her, oops, that was her free gift that she gave us too, in addition to our kit. So that was very sweet. So I will go ahead and insert pictures of the models for our exclusive kit and also the models for the little pin keeps that she made here. Brenda also did a pop-up shop for the retreat. So the way that the pop-up shop worked is Michelle randomly put cups on the tables, and she had numbers in a cup, and she would shake the cup up and draw a number, and then that table got to go in and shop in the pop-up shop. So Brenda had a lot of her models that she brought with her. Her pop-up shops are always amazing. She did bring some of her exclusive kits that we were able to purchase. And just to make sure that everybody had a fair opportunity, when the first time that we were able to go in this shop, there were 3 exclusive kits that Brenda had brought that you can only buy the kits from her store online, which is called Country Stitches. But to make sure that everybody got an opportunity to get at least one of the kits, the first time we went through, we could only purchase 1 exclusive kit. So she brought enough for everybody to get at least one. And then the second, after everybody had the opportunity to go in and shop, we were able, again on Saturday, you got an opportunity to go in the second time, and then you were able to purchase a second kit from what was left. So I will go ahead, and I took pictures of Brenda's models that she had there. So I'll go ahead and insert the pictures of her stitched up models from her pop-up shop here. And now I'll go ahead and share with you the things that I purchased from her shop. So this is kind of funny. So she had these really pretty felt, little felt decorations. And this was a Christmas wreath. And I had bought this because I was able to get, which I'll show in a different video, but I was able to get this really pretty barn from Hobby Lobby. I know Java Girl Stitches has shared that barn on her channel, but I was able to find Mom and I a barn. So I believe Mom bought one of these too, but it was a little wreath, and I thought this is the perfect size, and it's so pretty to hang on that little barn for a Christmas display. So I got that. It's made of felt from Brenda's shop. And then she had some really cute felt pumpkins just for display. So I bought those, a couple. And then this is kind of funny because I seen this sitting there. That was the only one they had. It was this little strawberry. And I thought that it came just like this because it had a little sign for the strawberries for sale. So I took it up to Brenda, and this was actually her little display piece, her little model. And they were actually out of the strawberries. But she went ahead and sold me, and she's like, don't worry about it. Just, it's the last one. You can buy it. So I actually got to buy her little display piece. So it came in this little basket with some crinkle ribbon or ruler ribbon. And then this was a little strawberry just for decoration. It's like a little pin keep or pin cushion. So that was very sweet of Brenda to let me buy her display since it was the last strawberry. And the patterns that I bought from Brenda, I bought a mix of her new patterns and then also her some of her older ones I didn't have. So I actually didn't have this one, Coffee First, which I want to stitch this one for my daughter and myself because my daughter loves coffee too. But I didn't have this one, so I was able to get that one. I got the Best Time of the Year, which says that one. I got Mice in the Sewing Room. When Flowers Blossom. Snow for Christmas. Grateful, Thankful, and Blessed. And my hair is getting caught on it, sorry. And I couldn't remember if I had this one already. I might. I don't know. I haven't got a check yet, but I figured if I did, I'll find something to do with the other one I bought. Then I got Christmas tea. These cute little mice having Christmas tea. And then this one's called Autumn's Bouquet. I love the little squirrel, this fluffy tail. I love Brenda's squirrels. And then I got Red, White, and Bloom, which is one of the little seasonal sets that she makes. I don't think I had any of these. And then I got the Love Notes one, which is for Valentine's Day. And it has that little Love You a Latte. Yeah, Love You a Latte. I think that's sweet. I'll probably make that for my daughter too. And then these are some of her new release patterns that I got. So I got a Winter's Day Visit, which this stocking is so pretty. I got Cup of Christmas Cheer. And this pattern actually came with the little ball for his hat that you put right here. This is really pretty. My aunt, Shar, she collects vintage Santas and vintage Santa mugs. Like she has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. So that might be a cute idea to make for her and just surprise her to add to her little collection. And then I got this really pretty one called Bells of Christmas. And this actually comes with the 2 bells for the finishing at the bottom when she finished them. And then I got the Snowball, which is the seasonal set for the little pillows. And then I also bought a pack of the buttons, the button pack that you need for the little pillows. And then the first exclusive kit that I got when I got to go through, I picked the fall one, which this is called I Love Fall Most of All. And I had been trying to get this one on Brenda's website online for a long time, and it was always sold out. So I was excited that we were able to purchase it in the pop-up shop. So this was my first choice that I purchased. And these kits come with, let's see if I can open it without too much hassle. Oops. So the kits come with so they come with a pattern, obviously, but then they come with this tray that you can paint. You paint yourself. And then it has some little display pieces that she shows how her model's displayed with these little felt pumpkins in there. And then she added a few other things, acorn tops and some scissors, vintage scissor holder. But so we got the felt pieces to do the display, and she kind of talks about how I think she talks about how she painted her tray, and she just added scrapbook paper on the inside just for a little extra. So that's a kit that you can only purchase on her website. And it only comes as the kit. She doesn't, I don't think she sells it just as the pattern. So I'll finish wrapping that later. So then the second time through that we were able to go, I got the Christmas one, which is called Sugar and Spice. And this one comes with the pattern, and it comes with a tray for you to paint. And then it comes with like the little candies and little felt pieces for display. So, oh, and a little gingerbread man. So these were the little felt pieces that come in the kit. And then you have the tray that you can paint any color. So that was really cool. So, my very sweet friend Susan, who is we sit with Susan and Sherry and Vicky the last couple of retreats that we went to. They're very sweet ladies. And there was one exclusive kit because like I said, there was 3 and you could only buy 2. But Susan had purchased the Halloween one, which was the one that I hadn't purchased. And then she decided that she wasn't going to stitch it, and so she sold it to me. So I was able to purchase it from Susan, and since she had bought it and then changed her mind about stitching it, so then I was able to get this and get all 3 exclusive kits, because I had also wanted this one. But since we were limited, I wasn't able to get it from the shop. So thank you, Susan, for letting me purchase that. This one is called Lolly's Crows and Candy Corn. And the tray, and it comes with the little felt candy corns for you to display. So that was what I picked up from the pop-up shop from Brenda's Retreat. So now I will go ahead and clean off my little table here, and I'll be back in just a few seconds to continue on. And I just realized that I forgot this was a little pattern that I also purchased called Button Button. Okay, I have made a little bit more room now, and we will go ahead and continue on the retreat. So like I mentioned earlier, on Thursday night was kind of an arrival day, and we could just, once you got there, set up your little space and just stitch and visit and see everybody as they came in. So that's what Mom and I did. We got there, I think we got there about think it was 1, maybe 2, and I think it was about 1 in the afternoon actually. And so we just spent the night stitching and visiting and seeing everybody as they came in. And then Friday, like I had mentioned, this was a new thing that Michelle did this year. So on Friday night, we did a Stitchy gift exchange, and you just brought, if you want, it wasn't mandatory to participate. If you wanted to participate, you brought a stitched gift, not a stitch gift, I'm sorry, a stitching related gift. So it could be project bags, it could be patterns, fabric, flosses, you know, anything stitching related. So, and there was a dollar value. It had to be at least a $30 value. So it could be whatever you wanted that was stitchy related. And we just, you put it in like an anonymous bag. They were all set out on the table. And then we just all went up and chose a gift, and we took them all back to our table. And then Michelle started at one table, and if you participated, and we just went down the tables, and then everybody would open their gift so everybody could see what they had received. And then the person that gifted that stood up, and so we could see, kind of put faces with names. So my gift that I received on Friday in the exchange was a gorgeous set of project bags. So I got this really pretty card, it's a kitten stitcher design. And the project bag gift was given to me by Lisa. I'm not going to say her last name because I'm not sure if she wants me to say it, but Lisa was the lady that gave me these bags. And she didn't make them, but a lady that's in she said her friend, Lisa belongs to a Wednesday stitching group that meets at the library, and her friend June made the project bags. So they came in this really pretty, it was a bag, and it was a project tote bag with accessory bag, and it was designed by June Abel. And it was beautiful fall project bag. So here's the big project bag, and look at that fabric, perfect for fall. And it has this button here, but it's just a Velcro open, and so it has her tag in it, and all the seams are enclosed. Her stitching is just gorgeous. Very well made project bag. So this is a big one, and it will hold like the full size pattern. And then it has a matching little accessory bag, which also has the Velcro and that. So that was what I received in this Stitchy gift exchange that was done on Friday night. And love that project bag. I can't wait to use it for my fall pieces because it's really pretty. And then on Saturday night, we always, at every retreat, we always do a smalls exchange. And again, it's not mandatory that you participate, but if you want to, you stitch a small and finish it. And a small, it's supposed to be a piece that's 6 by 6 or smaller, or around that size. So you stitch it and finish it, and then again, you put it in a bag. And then the way this exchange works is we're all given tickets, and some of the tickets have an S on the back, which means you have to steal. If you have an S on your ticket, you have to steal from somebody. So when they pick your ticket, you can you have the option to go choose a bag off the table and open that. Or if you've seen something that someone's already opened and you really want it, you can steal. So you would go and take that person's gift, and then they would either steal from somebody else that had not been stolen from before, or they could go choose a gift off the table. And then whatever, if they steal something or if they pick a gift off the table, that is theirs to keep. No one can steal from them. So once you've been stolen from once, you can't be stolen from again. So when it was my turn, I went and chose a gift off the table. I think Mom stole hers. I remember right. I think Mom stole right away. And then the gift that she had stolen got stolen from her, and then she had to get something different. So before I show what I received, I will share a small video that I made showing the pieces that I stitched and the one that Mom stitched, because I finished it for her. So these would be the projects that we gave in the exchange. I wanted to jump on here really quickly before I go to bed. It is about 1:30 in the morning before we leave for the Midwest Cross Stitch Retreat today. But I just put the finishing touches on both Mom and I's small gift exchange for the retreat. So I wanted to film a little clip to show you the finishes before we give them away at retreat. So first up is Mom's, and the theme for our smalls exchange is Christmas. So she stitched this really cute snowman from Carolyn Manning Designs, and I finished it as just a little Christmas ornament. Let's just check. I think he turned out super cute. I've never stitched never finished a cross stitch ornament like this before, so this is my first time trying the hard flat. It's like a mounted flat fold, but it's an ornament. So I thought he turned out really cute. And then the other fully finished was my exchange piece, and I stitched the Blackbird Designs piece, and I finished this as a mounted flat fold. So it will stand up in the, it's got lace. I think this turned out really pretty. So for both of these, I followed the tutorial by Dawna, the Twisted Stitcher, on her mounted flat folds. It was a very well-made tutorial, and it made it very easy. So I really love how these both turned out. And hopefully the people that get them at the retreat also love them as well. And then the stitching gift, or the stitching that the one that I got to keep, came in this really pretty bag, Joy and Peace. And same card, but this card, the envelope that it came in had 2 needle minders on it. Little Christmas, remember it was Christmas themed, so I got 2 Christmas needle minders. And my gift was stitched by Jennifer, and I'm not going to say her last name because I'm not sure if she wants me to share it, but she actually has an Instagram account, and she is at Jen's Counted Threads on Instagram, and it's Jen's JENNS Counted Threads, and that's all one word. And so I got her gift. And what's cool is Jennifer in a past retreat has one of the smalls that I had made at a different retreat. So now she has one of mine and I have one of hers. So that's really cool. And my small that she had stitched was called Merry Christmas, and it's a Stacy Nash Primitives or Stacey Nash design. She stitched it on a 36 count light exemplar linen, and she used a Gloriana silk. And I can't, like, it is so soft. It's, but look at that silk color. It is absolutely beautiful. And her stitching is gorgeous. And I just love this. And the way she finished it, it's really pretty red. And then it has the heart on the back. So this was beautiful. So I was really excited that I got to keep it. No one stole it from me. And along with that gorgeous pillow, she included some other goodies in here. So I got a little project bag, which this is perfect size for like those, like the size of the Brenda Gervais patterns. Like these would fit perfect in there. And look at that pretty plaid on the inside. And it's really soft, squishy. So perfect size bag for those kind of whips. And then she included this notebook, just a blank notebook, which would be perfect for me to write my notes for Flosstube videos in. And it's got this cover. It's all pictures of linen. And then she gave me this butterfly floss organizer. And then I believe she might have made this. It's one of those decoupaged little bag, and it's for orts. So very pretty. So I loved my stitching gift and my stitching smalls, and I'm really glad that I got to keep it and no one stole it from me. And that now Jen and I both have a little smalls piece that we've each stitched. So loved that. And now I'll insert a picture of the small that Mom ended up getting to keep. And she'll probably kill me for this, but I took this really sweet little picture of her because in her gift, it came with a little witch hat. So she is wearing her little witch hat and looks adorable. So here's a picture of Mom with the gift that she got. And then we also, there was a few people there that make things that you can purchase. So I was able to purchase from the Primitive Stitcher, Suzette. She has a Flosstube, the Primitive Stitcher, and she is also on Facebook and has a Facebook group called the Primitive Stitcher. And Suzette makes these really cute floss books. So I had fallen in love with a couple of her Halloween ones, and she also makes like stitching journals and stuff, but I just purchased a couple of her floss books. So they're very well made. It comes with this few index cards that you can write down projects that you're working on. And then it has floss away bags. They each have like a little card in them. And they have about 10 or 12, I think, floss away bags. But it's just for smaller projects. You can keep your floss in this little book. And when you reuse it, you can, you know, write what project it's for on your little cards and reuse them several times. So I purchased this one with the little pumpkins, and then I also got one with the vintage witch hats. And that's the inside of that one. It's really pretty orange. So Suzette, her stuff is very well made. These binding rings, very nice. They're like vintage black. So I purchased those from Suzette. And then my dear friend Susan, who, like I said, we sit with her. She is a very talented seamstress. Like, She is amazing. And she has a Instagram, which is called X Stitch Fancies. And let me get her. She gave me some of her floss drops, which have this cute little stitched lamb. So it's Cross Stitch Fancies, and her Instagram is, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get it just, but it's X with the X Stitch Fancies. But she has an Instagram, and she makes the most gorgeous project bags. And I had ordered this one from her in the spring retreat for her to make me, and she made it for me and then brought it to the fall retreat. So I had ordered this from her in the spring, but look at her project bags. So they're giant, they're big for your really big projects, or they're perfect for retreats because you can fit probably, 2 or 3 projects in here. They have a nice handle. So her project bags are, let me see if I can measure it quick on my, they end up being about 17.5 inches wide by just a shy under 15 inches tall. But I love that they have vinyl just in the middle. They're quilted and they're thick, but look at this fabric. She always finds the most amazing fabric, but I had wanted it because one of my favorite birds are oh my gosh, the red-winged blackbirds. Here I live in central Iowa, and in the summertime, like, you see these little guys just perched right along the highways, like about every, like you have those little mile marker signs, like you're guaranteed to see one of these little guys sitting there on the mile marker signs as you drive. Like, it would not be summer in Iowa without the little red-winged blackbirds. And I just think they're so pretty. So when she told me that she had red-winged blackbird fabric, I was like, I need a bag in that. So like I said, they're very thick. They are quilted beautifully. Her stitching is impeccable. She puts like a fancy, the other really nice thing about her bags is she always has this, it's like a little clip inside. So if you had like a floss ring, put your thread on a floss ring, you can just clip that right into here and it just holds your threads, and then you can just pull your threads out, and very easy to put away. So I've ordered several more bags from Susan that she's going to make, over the winter, and then I will get them from her in the spring retreat. So if you want to check out her bags, like I said, she's on Instagram, and it's X Stitch Fancies, and I will put her name of her shop in my show notes, so you will be able to find her on Instagram. So I love my bag. And then this retreat, like, literally we were spoiled all weekend. Like, there were several people that just brought gifts, little gifts, and just passed out, handed out. And there were door prizes. So I will share all of the different little gifts that people had given out. And Mom and I each were lucky enough to win a door prize. So I will share those here. So the door prize that I won was this one of the giant needle minders from it's a Lori Holt needle minder. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, this is one that's really good for holding like your scissors and stuff. It's giant. And I believe Michelle had donated this for a door prize, and I won this one. And then Mom won a buttermilk basin kit in a door prize. And it's this really pretty crow on a pumpkin. And this is a full kit. Comes with all the wool. And this is a wool applique kit. And I have never done wool applique, but it's something that I want to try. And Michelle's store, which, like I mentioned, is called Farm Girl Dry Goods LLC. She carries buttermilk basin patterns, and she's got tons of felt, and she's going to be kitting up things. So Michelle had donated this for the door prize. But I want to learn how to do wool applique because there's several, they have so many cute patterns. I really love buttermilk basin patterns. They have a lot of cute stuff. So I have this because I have to try it and make it for my mom. So once I get brave and learn, you can see Michelle's sticker, Farm Girl Dry Goods here. And this is really cute. So she told a story about this little goat. This was her first goat that she ever had because she she raises goats, dairy goats, and she said that she had to register the goat's name. And I think this goat's name was It's Not Shirley, or That's Not Shirley, or Don't Call Me Shirley was the goat's real name, but she's said that, of course, they ended up calling her Shirley, which I love that because if this little goat is named Shirley, that's my grandma's name that I'm stitching my Redbirds piece for in memory of my grandma. Her name was Shirley. So I just thought that was super sweet. Little goat named Shirley. Even though you're not supposed to call her Shirley. But anyway, the buttermilk basin kit, that was Mom's door prize, and I'm going to have to learn to do wool applique and finish it for her. Then I will share, like I said, we had gotten several people it was like never ending all weekend. So one of the things we received was from Teresa Kogut. Teresa, we had several designers there. Like I said, Brenda was the main for the retreat, but Teresa Kogut came as just a guest, and Kitten Stitcher, Teresa Vanette from Shakespeare's Peddler, she was also there as a guest. She comes in the fall. So Teresa Kogut gave everybody a free pattern, and it was called ABC 123 Sampler, which that's really pretty. So Teresa gave everybody that came one of those. And then I have a dear sweet friend, Dawna. Dawna has been to several of the retreats that Mom and I have got to go to. And she surprised Mom and I by making us a project bag. And, or giving us this project bag with, look, it has cardinals. So Dawna, my sweet friend Dawna, made me one and also one for my mom. And I love Dawna's bags. I believe her sister makes the bags and then sews them up. But beautifully made. I love that it's got the vinyl. It's the tall, like, so it fits, you know, your patterns in there, and it's easy to see what they are. And it was just so sweet of her to think of Mom and I and to surprise us with that. So thank you so much, Dawna. I will treasure this. Absolutely love it. I plan on using this bag to hold, like I mentioned, I try to stitch a Christmas ornament for my grandma and grandpa every year, and right now I'm behind. So I thought this bag would be perfect to put all of the ornaments that I need to stitch for grandma and grandpa in here, and just keep adding to it every year. And this will be my bag, since it has cardinals, to hold my ornaments that I need to stitch for grandma and grandpa. So thank you so much, Dawna. And Dawna actually has a YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel is called Live from the SheShack with Dawna. And Dawna is a fabulous stitcher. Like, she stitches a lot of mirabilias and a lot of really cool like reproduction samplers and stuff, and like her projects are just gorgeous. The very first retreat that Mom and I went to, Dawna had a sweet friend, Jean, who was also a fabulous stitcher, and Jean just recently passed away, which is just super sad. Sweet lady. She had come to a retreat a couple of times, so we got to meet with her, and just an amazing stitcher as well. But her and Dawna had brought several mirabilias and like just lots of these gorgeous designs that they had both stitched, and it was just, they're both phenomenal stitchers. And it was super sad news to hear that Jean had passed away. So my heart goes out to Dawna and Jean's family, and just a talented lady that was young, too young. I mean, you hear that all the time. Just, it's just so sad. So we will, I'll go through the rest of the gifts that we had gotten. So I haven't opened this one yet, but this was sitting on our table. So everybody got one of these. Really, it's like a tin cup. But this was a gift from Michelle. So when we came in Thursday, there was one of these at every seat. And they kind of were a little bit different. Like, there was a couple of different sets of these pins that you could get. I got the one with a cardinal, which was like fate, I suppose. But she tried to coordinate with, she got like a little picture a couple days before, little sneak peeks of the retreat kit. So she wanted to try to kind of coordinate the pins to go with that little small pillow. So, but this cup is so cute. And inside it has some nuts and some candy corn. And look, isn't that just so cool and creative? Very sweet. So that was from Michelle. And then just throughout the weekend, people went around and passed things out. So this little bag of goodies came with, it's a Buckeye actual chocolate that is from, I think is it Ohio that's famous for Buckeyes? But it's a peanut butter and milk chocolate piece. And then it also came with these really pretty floss drops. There was a lot of people handing out floss drops. And it also has this pretty thread keep of little sunflower charm with the maple leaf. And this gift was from Sue Fisher. And she had taken this photo at Hocking Hills State Park. And she does have an Instagram. Her Instagram is Subby Stitches. Subby Stitches. Subby Stitches. And any of the contact Instagrams and stuff like that from people that gave gifts, I will put those in the description below so you can check out their Instagrams and look at their amazing stitching. So thank you so much, Sue, for that. And then I received a couple of floss drop cards from Jen's Stitching Niche. She was there, Jen. She always comes, comes with Teresa to they usually come to the fall retreats. So that's really pretty with the succulent plants. And this is what the back of hers look like. And Jen, probably most of you know, but she has an Etsy store that's called Jen's Stitching Niche. I've ordered from her before. I love that she has the Gentle Arts threads, and She has Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, and the Gentle Arts, but she carries the Gentle Arts in both the 5 and when you can get them the 10 yard skeins, which is awesome. And then I got a couple of floss drops from Tara Sullivan. She stitched this. It's a primitive hair piece. And when I got her floss drop cards, I loved that pattern that she'd stitched, and I had to hunt it down. So I placed an order while I was at retreat with Kitten Stitcher, who was at the retreat. I went to her store because she had a lot of the primitive hair charts, and she had this one, Season of the Witch. So I placed an order immediately for this chart and some others, because you can never order just one chart, from Kitten Stitcher's store while we were at retreat. So once I got home and she got home, she got them out. So so Tara is also on Instagram as Sully1040, and that's what it looks like there. So those were really pretty. And then I got this, there's 10 of these that just say DMC, and I believe that this set came from Sarah Thompson, which is at Stitching with Faye. So thank you for those. I'm gonna have to make some floss drops. They're really cute, and it's such a cute idea. And then I love this one. So this was given out, this set, I think there's 10 of them, the Unstitched Stitcher on Instagram. And like I said, I'll put all these names in my show notes. But her daughter, who's only 8 years old, I think she said she's 8 years old, drew this picture. Like, look how detailed the little wing is with all the different colors. So she used her daughter's artwork for her floss drop, which is so sweet. And her daughter is only 8, and look how talented of an artist she is. So cute. Love those. And then Kathy from It's So Stitchy, she has an Instagram, and she gave everybody a floss card and this really cute little wax raspberry. That's her. It's So Stitchy. Very sweet. And Kathy did an amazing small. It was did video of all the smalls when we were done with the exchange, and hers is the little pumpkin. Very cute. In fact, I ordered one from her, so she's making me one. So another gift that we got was from Karen. And it was this really cute, it's a perfect idea actually. So it's a needle threader, but she put it on a little magnet, so it's also a needle minder and also a needle threader all in one. So that's a really cute idea. So thank you, Karen. And then I got this package of some goodies, and it comes with this little pencil. And let's see, it was from Vicky. And she designs quilt patterns, and this picture on here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's one of her designs. And here's her, let me kind of see it, Vicky, and she is Spun Sugar Quilts, spunsugarquilt.com. And like I said, I'll put all that information below. But she's a quilt designer, and that's one of her quilts. So that's really cool. And then I am not sure who gave this out, but sometimes you just leave, and when you come back, you'd have a little gift. So we had this, like a little needle minder just sitting at our table when we came back from shopping one time. And so thank you to whoever gave that out. And then we got this little gift. It has some tea, peppermint. I can't wait to drink that. And had some vintage little candy canes, vintage candy cane. And it has one floss drop that has this really cute kind of a Christmas decked out camper. But the back just says DMC. It doesn't say who this was from. So thank you to them. And then my sweet friend Kay, she's come to all the retreats, but she gave everybody a little pack of goodies. So this is a little wooden piece that would be really cute to do as a needle minder, or you know, how you do a finish and you can kind of put that on as a finish too. It comes with this cute little Christmas designed little clothespin, and Kay's little bag was full of such cuteness. So we, oh, I'll have to pick that up. We got floss drops. Isn't that cute? So Kay is, in her Instagram is come in and stitch a little. And, but that is so pretty. And let's see what I dropped here. Oh, I dropped my little Santa. So, she just filled it with a couple little goodies. So this is a little, cardboard Santa, which this would be perfect for like, putting it on like a finish, you know, when you do the ribbon. So that's cute. And then she gave a couple of little wood cutouts. I got a little present button and a little Santa head. So again, you could put magnets on these and do them as little needle minders. And then I also got a little charm in there, which is a candy cane. So that would be good for like a zipper pull on a project bag, or on a little stitch small pillow. So thank you so much, Kay. Kay is always so sweet. Put that back in my bag so they don't get lost. But she's always very creative too on how she packages her little gifts, and it comes with a little sticker. And then Michelle on Saturday gave everybody a little pack of goodies, a little very cute little sack of goodies. And this little envelope is really cute how she made it. It's like a little bag, and then she put a little pocket on it to tuck more treats in there. So and here has some apple cider, and then we got some tea, which is chai black tea. Mom can't have caffeine, so she gave hers to me, and then it had a little Ghirardelli chocolate. And it also had Michelle's floss drops. So again, little Shirley. And then here is her Farm Girl Dry Goods. And then this is her Patreon channel, Farm Girl Makes Stuff. So very cute. I love my little Shirley floss drops. Yeah. And then, last but definitely not least, my friend Sherry, who we always sit with, Sherry and Susan and Vicky. Sherry has an Etsy store, which is called Creative Keeps Studio. This is her business card. And so Creative Keeps Studio on Etsy. And she makes, sometimes she has fabric, cross stitch supplies, fabric. She does floss reels, floss tags with fobs, needles, and she does custom orders. And one of her products that she makes are these thread winders. And so I got both of her sizes. I didn't buy them this time, but in the spring retreat, I had purchased these from her. But she has these in her store. So you take, if you're going to put your floss on floss drops, you take your DMC or whatever, and you put the little tail in here, and then you wind the floss around, and then you can either cut just one end, and I think this is the 18. Is this the 18? Whether it is the, oh, this is a 12-inch. So this is a 12-inch one. So if you cut just one side after you get all your floss wound around, that's hard to say fast. If you cut one end, it makes 24-inch long pieces for stitching. Or you can cut both ends and then have 12-inch lengths. And then this one is the 9, I believe it's 9. Yep. This is the 9-inch length. So you could do either 9-inch if you cut it both, or if you did just cut it once, it makes 18-inch lengths. So these are awesome. So definitely something I think everybody needs in their supplies, especially if you like to use floss drops. This makes it so easy to get your thread done. In fact, I used mine when I did my DMC floss for my Plum Street kit that we got in the spring one. So I love that. So definitely something to look into. And then I also, Sherry also gave Mom and I some floss drops of these pretty leaves. And I like how Sherry did the 2 holes. So this would hold your main floss. And then she has the second hole here for the piece that you're using. When you're finished and you haven't quite used the whole strand, you can put your partial length in that other hole, which is very handy. So she gave us those, and then she gave us a really cute counting pin of a candy corn. And then she also gave us a needle minder that matches our floss drops of pretty maple leaf. I think that's maple. Anyway, pretty fall leaf. So again, Sherry's Etsy store is Creative Keeps Studio on Etsy. I love that. And those were all of the Stitchy gifts that we received as people went around. Like I said, just tons. It just seemed like it never stopped, and people were always coming around. So that was awesome. Now I will go ahead and insert some video. The first video I will do is a video of all of the smalls. So once the exchange was over, we put all of our smalls on the table, and I think I took a video. I think I took a video of all the smalls. If not, they're pictures. So one of the ways will be all of the smalls that people did. As you can see, tons of gorgeous stuff. So before I got Jen's gorgeous pillow, the one that I had initially chose, I picked off the table. I had actually was lucky enough to hold in my hands for only one round because the very next person stole it from me. But for maybe 2 minutes of my life, I got to hold, I had chose Teresa Vinette's Shakespeare's Peddler, her Stitchy small that she made. And it's the gorgeous, when you look at the video or the picture, I can't remember what I did, but it's a Plum Street. I think it's a Plum Street design, but she put little bells all the way around her pillow. It was very cute. Impeccably made, obviously, and I was lucky enough to hold it in my little hands for about 2 minutes before it got stolen away from me. But then I ended up getting Jen's beautiful pillow, so it all works out. No matter what you get, it's going to be gorgeous, and it's just a lot of fun. So so the first video or pictures will be from the Smalls Exchange. And then I also took a video of the brag table that people were able to bring some stitchy finishes that they're proud of and put on a table so we can all look at them. So I'll also insert the picture of the brag table here.
Oh, yeah, there she is. I didn't realize it was her when I was talking to her. When I saw her, I was like, oh.
So pretty.
Right? Or all your heids. Are you doing any heids?
Yeah, I have like 6 going. Just a couple.
Do you ever think that, hey, if I would just work on one?
I have thought about that. Yes. Yes. So I'm trying to come up with a rotation to get like the ones I want to get done first, work on them more often than the others. But it's good to switch up because I have some that have a lot of confetti through the whole things, and then I have some that aren't quite as bad. So it's good to take breaks sometimes. Swap them up. Okay, and the kind of the last things here on Sunday. So the retreat ends about noon. So Mom and I, we didn't really stitch on Sunday. We just went up to the retreat center and just visited and, you know, said goodbyes and just chatted until it was time to go. So Mom and I kind of saved our shopping in Amana for that Sunday because we live only about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Amana. We just spent the rest of the Sunday shopping the different stores, and then we went and had pizza. We found there used to be a place called Magpie's Pizza right in Amana, And I eat a vegan plant-based diet. So it's really, really difficult sometimes to go out to eat because a lot of places, they don't really, outside of maybe a salad that you could alter, it's really difficult to find plant-based or vegan options at restaurants. It makes it very difficult. And I was super excited because Magpies, they had several vegan pizzas that you could choose from, and it was right in Amana. And they had vegan cheese, and they had I would say probably 4 or 5 different really good pizza. Mom and I really liked it. But they had went out of business because of COVID. During the year that COVID first started, 2020, they ended up going out of business. So we were super sad about that. But I was searching online, and I believe it was in Cedar Rapids, which is only about 20 miles from Amana. There was a pizza place called Cappy's Pizzeria. And it said they had a secret menu item called the vegan taco pizza. And so Mom and I, after we got done shopping in Amana, before we headed home, we drove over to Cedar Rapids and tried out their vegan taco pizza. And it was freaking delicious. Apparently the owner of the pizza place is also vegan and eats plant-based. So they wanted to make sure they had a couple of vegan options available. So we were able to get their vegan cheesy breadsticks, and their taco pizza, and yum. Oh. So now Mom and I have decided that every time we go to retreat in Amana, before we come home on Sunday, we're going to go have vegan taco pizza at Cappy's Pizzeria. It was delicious. So if you're ever that way, try out their pizza place. Even if you're not a vegan, plant-based, you'd probably like their pizza. Their vegan taco pizza. It was delicious. So, so Mom and I, like I said, we went shopping at Amana, and I wanted to share just a couple of things that I purchased while we were shopping. So a couple of them aren't stitching related, but it's cool stuff. So one of our favorite places to go is this place called Creative Colony in Amana. And this is kind of like a consignment type store where it's all handmade, like home decor stuff. So several different people can create their works of art, or their little, like pillows and quilts and things like that. And then they sell it like from a whole bunch of different people in the shop. Well, Mom, she knows I love giraffes. So she bought me this watercolor print of this sweet giraffe at the Creative Colony while we were there. She surprised me with it. So cute. And it says it was Gizmo the Giraffe watercolor print by Lori Bramley. And Lori had several art pieces at a lot of different shops that we went to in Amana. But that was really cute. It's just a little watercolor print that Mom got for me. And I have to show you this because I got this at the Creative Colony too. And this is it's like a wall quilt. And it's Halloween. But it has two little, so let me see if I loved the panel, but this is crazy. So I'll try to hold it up. So, I don't know if I'm going to get it all in here. So it's just a little wall quilt of this super cute Halloween piece. So as you see, it's not giant. This is one of those little mini quilts that you hang on your wall. But I wanted to share this because I want to show you the back. So this is all hand quilted. This whole entire piece. Look at all of those stitches. All by hand. And if that is not amazing enough, like, so I loved this panel anyway, but the fact that this was all hand stitched, I mean, just look at how many stitches. All hand stitched. And as a cross stitcher, and as you guys are cross stitchers, you know how many hours and hours of work went into this. You guys, it doesn't have the price on here, but this was $29.95. $30 for a hand stitched quilt that is that size. So I had to get it because I thought it was adorable. And even the lady that rang me up, she was very surprised because she had made a wall quilt too, but hers was done by machine, and hers was a lot more expensive than this one. And she couldn't believe that this was only $29.95. And I mean, I had to get it because I appreciate how many hours that this lady had put into that. So that'll definitely be something that will be a treasured piece in my Halloween decorations for a long time. But the people that make their artwork to sell and their handmade pieces, they're the ones that set their own prices. So they set it for what they want. So another piece that I got, this isn't, I got this really pretty basket. It's handmade, it's stiff, has this great base on it that's real solid. It says Trayer's Basket, Lamoni, Iowa, and it says Verna, Katie, and it's considered a small shopping bag. But it has leather handles. It looks like a little shopping bag. This was only $34.50, and this is all handmade. And what I thought would be really cute to use it for is, I thought about stitching a little seasonal piece and kind of attaching it, like not like putting a magnet on here, but just kind of maybe from the handles tying it on so it hangs in the front of the basket, and then putting either flowers or greenery or something inside. And because this is a hard base, it sits perfect. And then like set it on a shelf with stitching and stuff in the basket. So I thought that was really pretty. And just their workmanship is just, it's mind-blowing. It's just perfection. So that was one of my hauls. And then we went to a metal place, and honestly, I could buy a lot of stuff from there. They had so many cool metal cutouts and signs and stuff. But while we were there, I was able to find this piece as we we're getting ready to walk out the door. And I thought this is perfect for a cross stitch finish. So this is a washboard, it's metal. So I thought you could put your magnets on here and have a stitched piece here. And then this would be good. So I thought this would be good for kind of like Priscilla and Chelsea's, you know, like their seasonal pieces where they have the month the stitched month name, and then they have the separate piece that goes with it. So I thought something like that. And then it also has these hooks that you can hang like little small pillows and stuff from. It has the shelf that you could maybe set some decorations up there. So I was super excited to find that, because I think this will be a great piece to showcase some cross stitch finishes on. So I wanted to share that. And then the last, I guess I still got more. So there is a store in Amana that's actually right behind the retreat center, and it's a little quilt store, but they do have some cross stitch too. And Mom and I hadn't been in there before, so that was one of the places we wanted to stop, because we hadn't got to check it out before. And they had so many gorgeous quilts that since I'm just learning to quilt and beginner, it was beautiful in there. And they had some cross stitch. So this was my haul from the quilting shop that we went to. So I got this cute little cross stitch design called Spring Sheep Alphabet by Carousel. They had a model stitched up of this. It was adorable. So I got that one. I was able to find Oh Easter Parade from Brenda Gervais. This is one that I think is retiring, so it's getting kind of hard to find. So they had that one there. And then I also ended up purchasing some kits for, or not kits, patterns for quilts. And this is a little, I think it's more kind of like wool applique type. But it was this cute little bird, and they had a model. The models always get me. Do you find that? Like, you see it done up and you're like, oh my gosh, I need that in my life. And so the models always get me. And they had one of these done up, and it was the cutest little, it was absolutely adorable. So I need to learn my wool applique, like I said, but I do have this pattern now. And it's from Remember Me Pattern Company, and it's out of Davenport, Iowa. So that little bird is adorable. And I think the rest of my haul from there was quilts, quilt patterns and things to do. So I got this one called 'Tis the Season. This is, it's not really, well, it's kind of a combination of quilting and this is like embroidery work, like the red work. But you make these little blocks that were so cute. And then you finished them each into a little quilt block. And then you make a quilt. And it was the cutest idea. And of course they had this stitched up and finished as a model, which is why I had to have it. But then inside they also show like other different things you can do. You can do like a notebook with a block, or pillows. They just have so many different other things that you can make. You can do little runners using some of the blocks, tote bags. So they give you a lot of options that you could just, if you only like one design, stitch it and finish it some way. But it was so cute. 'Tis the Season Christmas stitching. So I got that. Like I said, that's kind of that red work embroidery. And I got a couple of different ones in that style. So this one is called Snowman Redwork Ornaments by Bird Brain Designs. And again, they had these stitched up and finished as models, which give me them all. So there's that one. This was another one they had finished and stitched, so I could see it all done up and be like, oh, I need that in my life. This was called Snow Happens Table Runner. And this is also Bird Brain Design. But look at these snowmen. They are so cute. And the one that they had, this looks blue here. The one that they had stitched up was in black. And it was so cool. So there's that one that I got. And then here's another one that has, they had this pillow done up. Freaking adorable. So I needed this pattern too. This was Simply Put, and it's called Circle Ornament Set. So you can finish them as ornaments. You could do a bigger, it's a pillow. It's freaking cute. Needed that. And then they had one quilt done up that was just strawberries. But I got this one. It's called Thimble Blossoms by Camille Rose Kelly. And so they had several examples of these blocks. Like you could do just the hearts for Valentine's Day. They had just the strawberries done up as a table runner. So a lot of options to use these kind of blocks. But that's the full quilt. I needed that one. And then they had this one all made up, and so you could see it. So again, let me bring you home because the finished models are just so pretty. This is called Mr. Frosty by Inca's Treasures. And then I got a couple of kits that came with the fabrics and stuff for little tiny quilts. So this one I got was from Cluck Cluck Sew, and it was mini pumpkins. And of course they had this little quilt all stitched up as a model, so you could see how beautiful it was. So I had to get the little kit because it came with all the different fabrics and stuff. And because I am very beginner sewer, I don't have a huge fabric stash at all. So I really liked how this one looked and the colors they used in the fabrics. So I went ahead and purchased this as a kit because I wouldn't have anything. I would have to go out and try to search and find my own fabrics because I don't have a stash of fabric yet. So I thought it was just easier, and I loved how the model looked just to buy it as the kit, especially not having any fabric stash per se. And then the last kit I had to get was this one called Hootsville Row, and it's an applique kit of these gorgeous owls, and look at those colors. And it has all the fabrics again because I love how the model looked and I love the way it looks, so I wanted to try to do that. So that was my haul from the quilt store. And I did take several pictures and video from inside the quilt store to show their models stitched up. So you'll see several of those patterns that I bought, the actual models stitched up. So you can see what I was seeing and why I had to buy those patterns. So I will insert those videos and pictures here. And of course, as I'm putting things to the side, I forgot to share one more book that I got from the quilt store. So this one is called The Simple Life. And the reason why I had to get it was they had some really cute ideas in here. So you can make this full quilt with their different blocks, which is on the cover actually. So you do these individual blocks and then you can make them into a scrappy quilt. But so the cool thing about this is like you get the pattern, but then you use fabrics or pieces and kind of applique over the patterns to do your blocks. So I thought that was really cool. And like, here's an example to make a zippered case with a block. But you see how you use fabric? So like you have the pattern and then you use little scraps of fabric or felt or something to, it's almost like coloring, but you do it with fabric and then you just stitch around the edges to applique them down. And then you take your block and you can finish it into different things. So this block they used to make a zipper case. And I thought that was really cute. But the one that I really, really wanted this for, let me see if I can find him. Oh, here he is. It was this turtle pin cushion. He was so stinking cute, and they had one of these made up that I needed this book in my life to see if I can figure out how to make this cute little turtle pin cushion, because he was the cutest. So that was the last part of my haul from this store. The very last thing that I want to share, and that is really all I have for the actual retreat. But I wanted to share, like I said, Michelle Farm Girl is who puts on the retreats, and Michelle is so sweet and amazing. You can tell that she really puts in a lot of effort behind the scenes because the retreats run so smoothly, and you know how retreats are, and just she puts a lot of time and effort and hard work in behind the scenes to make sure that the retreat goes smooth and that everybody has a good time, and that, like I said, if there's ever any issues or anything, she addresses them right away and gets it corrected. So you know, it doesn't happen in the future. And Mom and I just love going to Michelle's retreats, and her hard work is evident in how fun the retreat is, and it's just always a blast. So like I had mentioned, Michelle does have a YouTube channel. It's Farm Girl Dry Goods here on YouTube. She does talk about the retreats on there. She also has a Patreon, and I'm one of her Patreon members. But one of the perks of being one of her Patreon members is that the way Michelle's retreats work is if you've been lucky enough to go to one of her retreats, then you get first opportunity to go to the next one for that. So in the fall retreat that Mom and I just went to, we have first opportunity to go to next year's fall retreat. And then, so any previous attendees get first option to go again. And if you're not able to make the retreat, if there's any open spots, what she said she's going to do is she's going to first open up any open spots to her Patreon members. So one way to get on the wait list or have an opportunity to get into her retreat if you've never been to one before is to be a member of her Patreon. And her Patreon channel is Farm Girl Makes Stuff. And she does exclusive videos for Patreon that you won't get to see on Flosstube. She does tutorial videos, she shares a lot of cool stuff on there. So it's very well worth it. And like I said, if you ever want to go to one of her retreats, which you'll want to go to one of her retreats, get on her Patreon, because that's one of the ways you can find out and have first opportunity to get on her list of attendees. And then once you're in the retreat, like I said, then you get first opportunity to go to the next year's retreat for that same season. So she does the spring retreat and the fall retreat. So if you were a spring attendee, you get first opportunity for next spring. If you're a fall attendee, you get opportunity for the next fall. And then if for some reason that you can't attend the next year, you lose that spot. And then you have to do just like everybody else and, you know, get back on the wait list and hope that you get back in. So definitely check into her Patreon if you're wanting to go to one of her retreats, and also watch her Flosstube videos here on YouTube. It's Farm Girl Dry Goods. So I was going to share this because since we're talking about Michelle, and she recently, like I'd mentioned, opened an online store called Farm Girl Dry Goods LLC, and that's her sticker, Farm Girl Dry Goods with Shirley. And I had just recently placed an order because, like I had mentioned, I wanted to start learning wool applique and stuff. So I had got this in the mail just while I was in Vegas, and so when I got home I was opening all my packages. But I wanted to save this because I wanted to share with you how, I haven't opened this part yet, because I wanted to share how her packages come. So they come in the cute teal with the Shirley, and then your actual order is wrapped up like a present. So look at that. So I was actually going to open my order here so you could see, because I wanted to show you how well packaged it is, and it's just like getting a present. And then it has some wood board so it doesn't get smashed in the mail. And of course my bill or invoice. So I'm just going to open my order with you here. I almost don't want to because it's wrapped so nice. And I'll show you what I purchased from her store, because, and like I said, she does have cross stitch in there, but I think her main focus for her shop, in addition to cross stitch, is going to be the wool applique. And I'm sorry for the crinkles. I'm trying to not be super obnoxious with it, but it's just like getting a present in the mail. So that is so fun. So the main reason why I wanted to place my order with her is she had posted on her Instagram, which is also, I think it's also Farm Girl Dry Goods on Instagram. But she had posted on there that she had the full set of Weeks Dye Works Pearl Cottons, which are variegated pearl cottons. And she said that this is the thread that she uses for her wool applique when she does her wool applique. So I wanted to get a set of this since I want to try wool applique. And of course I got several patterns for wool applique. So this was what I had ordered from her store. A lot of pretty colors in there. So that's what I wanted. And of course I had to get a few patterns too. So I got this cute little set of pillows called 3 Little Snowmen. I thought that might be a good, easy kind of beginner project. And I love vintage snowmen. They're so freaking cute. So I got that to try, and this is just the pattern. And then I got this Jolly Snowman. It's like a little wall hanging that you can make, or a little frame piece. But I thought that little snowman was cute. And I was trying to find maybe designs that weren't horrible, you know, for beginner more. But then, of course, I say that, and then I get this, which is Holly Jolly Snowman quilt, But look, how could you not get this with those snowmen? They are the cutest snowmen ever. Look at their little faces. And I thought, even before I feel confident enough to tackle a quilt like this, maybe I could just try a little snowman or two and make them into a little pillow or a little ornament or something like that. I'm not even sure how big these guys are. Maybe they're too big for that, but they would make really cute pillows, I think, if I tried, you know, one, and then once I got my confidence up for wool applique, then maybe I could do the whole thing, because I love snowmen. And then I ordered this as it's actually a little kit that comes with all the felt, all cut for you, and it's called Winter Joy Pillow, because I thought maybe this would be a good beginner one too, to try. So that's from Michelle's store, Farm Girl Dry Goods LLC online. She ships very quickly, has great customer service, and puts on awesome retreats, and just is a sweet lady. So that is all I have for you for the retreat. I know it was a ton. I had really wanted to get this video made before my husband and I had to go to Las Vegas, but I just didn't have time to. So I apologize that it's so late in coming. I know other people have already made videos, but I hope that you enjoyed all the video and pictures. I know it's like overload, but there was a lot of beautiful pieces to see, and a lot of eye candy at the retreats, and like that quilt store, oh my goodness. There were a couple quilts that since I'm such a beginner, there was a couple of quilts in there, like the one with that's a cow that had those little tiny strips of fabric that you use to make the design. That was gorgeous. I just wish I was talented enough to be able to do something like that, because that's way over my head right now. Maybe someday I'll be that good, but it was really beautiful. They had a lot of really neat quilts made up for you to look at. So very talented ladies or men, for that matter, very talented quilters that made those. So anyway, this video is going to be a movie, and I apologize for that, but like I said, there was so much stuff to share with you. So I hope you enjoy, and I appreciate you stopping by and sharing some time with me, and I hope you get lots of stitching done, and just stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you soon for special episode number 2 in a few days. Bye, all.